Wow. Wow. Nigga took quick slap. My nickel back took the ball and then caught it and took it to the kicker. Man, that is cold, man. Fuck out of here, man.
It's in the chat, Smiley.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Indianapolis Colts. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Over there watching WWE. What? Oh, it's man, all crazy. I saw a gross rookie, not that bad. Let me check him out. I'm gonna give him some spin. I'm gonna give boy some spin.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Keith was on the phone. I really wasn't even in the chat.
Now again, right side. It's Hines, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They go play action here on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Molly, look at Paris, Kansas.
Here's Brissett. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down.
There's a lot of building
sack back of the 29. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So, left.
Let's go now. 60 out long.
That boy got hurt. Okay.
Check 37. Check 37. Check 3. Check 3. Kill. Watch out.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Short one, yeah. Should have got it.
2nd and 9 now. Able to get this to Gordon. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
I don't really know about you, but I know about you. In this league, I don't know, but for the next Madden, I'm pretty sure they're going to try him. He's going to be like in the 60s.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Yeah.
Check 26, check 26. Leo.
I know for a fact they're going to try that boy.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Time it is 12:10.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Go.
Come on, let's get to the line.
Switch up. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Now back to throw.
Oh, yeah, that's kick. Come on. Wrong guy. He threw it to the wrong guy.
He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there, so go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. Yeah. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points.
5 or 5, I'm not
sure. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5.
He's trying to blow up the set.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Down.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
No. Hard. Shit.
I just have to.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon.
Do a part of it. Let's go.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Look at me. Go. Ready?
On 2nd down, they'll run the Gordon. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Anybody better do it about it.
Ready? 10 logo. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Oh, he's ball.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
You won't see me in your nightmares, son. You won't see me in your nightmares. Tighten up.
Rushing ball. It's hard. And bullets flying, though. It's hard. Let's go, white boy. That's fine. Oh, what?
It's a first down and more for Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, Chicago. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Let's get this down and time going and open up this pass. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
I know I'm going to get what I want.
Here's Hines. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. Hines. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Okay.
On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he stopped immediately there. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw for it here. Catch made here by Campbell. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
30 base. Christian Travis. Hurry.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And we'll find Ridley. That's complete. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Haywood.
They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
I dare him.
Go.
Now Gordon on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Screen. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 49, check 49, check 49. You go tight. You got tight.
On 2nd down now. It's Gordon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 91. Hey, let go. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Double dog. That's the way. Mike 5-5.
We're not getting over.
Get ready. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left.
And
he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Good game.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error.
And he'll go down And the Bears get there for the sack. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
I'm about to check. Hold on.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Mike 50, Mike 50.
To throw is Brissett. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he's able to get it out of there. This is a pretty good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And still a lot of football to be played this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Hell nah, boy. Damn near felt that shit that was around and fucked up my head. I was laughing. Yeah, I found it funny as fuck.
Man, I put sheet on the left of the computer, bro.
Found that shit hilarious.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter.
Try to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable.
You never know
when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
The post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there.
Nah, you just got to get one or the other. Like,
at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
Check out.
There we go. That's perfect. That's perfect. That was perfect.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon.
Good job. Good ball.
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Oh, man.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Where at?
Nothing crazy. The school. You know, all the schools still giving out food. Trying to, you know, people ain't trying to wait for all that.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Come on,
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Dante Fowler in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And able to work his way down to the 16. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Slam my dog in that water face first today. On my nigga. Huh?
Looking to throw.
We're on the boat today.
Gets it to Gordon. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Catching a little
They get
ball.
5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, Gordon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Check 24, check 24. Check 4, check 4. Twins. Hey, alert 3. Rock it.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example when we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers reading the play and failing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal. You did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away.
I'm only a Jets fan because they really got the most numbers of U1 players and how it's going on. Used to like to go follow Santana Mars.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. He'll get 3 up to midfield. The Colts on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's taken down at the 43.
Damn, I need a tight end. Who got a tight end, bro?
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Can't even trade. Yeah, so you caught one, let me know.
And we'll leave.
Ooh. Let's go, Tony Brown. League I got our new league.
A first down throw for Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Do that shit on the run, though, boy.
Now a give right side. Hines. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up
got the Cowboys.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
No, we don't.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now Brissett on 4th down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Rookie mistake. Boy came up through it right behind his noggin.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Right behind is another. Yeah, I just told you I was staying away from that. Oh, Mac out there? Oh, yes. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, up the ball.
They run with Hines.
Come on.
And he takes
got Mac off the line. Come on, ball.
Touchdown. Naeem Hines is 11th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game because of that particular play. They had no answer.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
A little knock away from the line. Right everywhere. Come on. Oh, yeah, he was lying somebody. Yeah, he just gotta.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Double team. It's just like some real. You just gotta treat that shit like real life.
This fielded at the 2.
You just gotta. Yeah, you just gotta treat it like real life. Okay. Real life. You gotta double team that boy. Or chip him. Yeah, that too. Shit, thinking dunking. I was telling somebody the other day when niggas be throwing drags and all them crosses and shit, but it's just like running the ball. It's just that shit, there ain't no difference.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And
tough to win games if you're going
is.
field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Old hit stick back, like the night when Ray Lewis was on the cover, he could knock him with a helmet off. So I be lining shit up, boy.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. 2nd down and inches.
Hey, bring that back.
He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 and 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be up. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the ball. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Everybody do their job. This place shouldn't go nowhere. You out there for a reason. You play on you. 9 times out of 10, you won't mess up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
You play on you.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Come on, man. Do your job. Do your job.
Will take over at their own 45-yard line.
You have no business being back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
On the ground and back. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
I know.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now a give, right side. It's Hines. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter with a lead. But, hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. From the red zone now, Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well at hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
AJ Terrell, though, you look real clinching-ish on that play.
This quarterback now, 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
I don't care what nobody said. They paid that nigga.
So for the Colts, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until